2 days ago, I got fired from my job for sleeping. I mean, I know I'm at fault here, but listen, I really forgot I was on a probationary period. You know, the one that when you get accepted for a job and they tell you if you do anything wrong once or just anything wrong once, you're gone. Yeah, that one. But before I tell you why I got fired for sleeping, let me explain. You see, the job I was working at, it was a nightclub, and I was a barback. And for those of you that worked as a barback, you know that tiny room that they give you as a barback. Now, I came into work because I was going to cover a shift for a friend. And it was not just a shift, nah, but a double shift, 16 hours. And bearing in mind, I literally just finished working the same exact day because where I worked was at a nightclub. And they finished late, so I finished at 4:30, got home at like 5:10, 5:20, I don't know, and decided I don't want to sleep because I have to get up in 8 hours. So I said, fuck it. So I stayed up until my next shift, which was in the next 8 hours at 12 o'clock. So I left my house at 11 o'clock, took the bus to work, and halfway through going to work, the bus terminated. And I was like, what the F? Because I was already about to be late to work since the bus driver stopped at every effing stop and couldn't drive fast enough to get me to work. And now it's 11:31, bus terminated halfway through work. What do I do now? So now I walk to work. Now I find a shortcut, to get to work. And as I'm walking towards the shortcut, guess what? The road is blocked off, all of them. Every single road. Now I have to literally walk all the way to work. And at this moment, I'm too mad. But I carry on walking anyways. When two jackets, two tracksuit bottoms, don't ask me why, and the jackets had hoodies on as well. So I was sweating, I was just stressed out. And by the way, this was a Sunday morning, and I thought there was gonna be less people out in central London, and it wasn't gonna be sunny. But the Lord blessed me that day because it was sunny as F, and there was a lot of people out that day. Now, 3/4 of me on my way to work, more roads were blocked off. And I'm like, I'm so happy that I'm going to be late to work. Anyway, so I keep walking until I see tens of thousands of people cycling on the roads that were blocked off. So you're telling me that I'm going to be late to work because of niggas riding on a fucking bicycle around central London for fun when I'm trying to get to work and get paid so I could feed my family? Now, put 2 and 2 together and you understand why I was late to work. Now, that was why I was late to work. The next reason was why I actually got fired. The sleeping. So I got into work, didn't see the manager, so I just walked in. Was only like 7 employees working, including me. So I think I'm safe. And it was a nightclub after all, so obviously no customers were there during the morning. Now, knowing that fact, I decided to go to the room where I was supposed to be working at. By the way, I was the only barback working that day, so I closed up the door behind me, and in the room, there's a table where you put glasses on. So I decided, let me just sleep on it. I know I'm 300 pounds tall as F for the table, but why not? Anyways, it was cold, and at the time I was wearing shirt and trousers, so I decided to tuck my sleeves in, tuck inside my shirt as well, so the cold air won't get inside, and go to sleep on a table that has no space for me. Now, 2 hours later, someone tapped me, and it was the manager. I pretended like I didn't feel them tapping me, so she tapped me again. I got up. But it was not like I just got up like the regular person. Like, I instead staggered, was acting confused for no reason at all. And she was like, can I have a word with you? If your manager uses this line, be prepared for the worst. Anyway, she brings me into this room, and while I was walking into this room, I'm bumping into walls, banging my head for no reason at all, but hoping to get fired. And now we're in this room, she asks me, so what exactly were you doing? Laying on a table? And guess what my dumbass did? I stuttered, I slurred. It was like I was high. Bearing in mind, I wasn't under the influence or nothing. I was just acting like that for no reason at all. I really don't know what possessed my mind that day. Anyways, I said, I have an excuse for why I was sleeping and I'm sorry. She said, thank you for telling me the truth. Now, can you please clock out? And I didn't think too much of it at the time, so I left. And the same day, I realized I fucked up. So I apologized for sending her a lengthy text message. But the next day, I went on my phone, went on the group chat on Facebook. It wasn't working. I thought it was my Wi-Fi. Come to realize I got kicked out from the group chat. The next day, I got an email saying your contract has been terminated. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the speed run of how I got fired from my job.